How are you all doing? I can't believe we are coming to the end of 2020. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about my predictions for 2021 and what I think will be happening in the new year. Now, if you're joining this session live, do let me know, leave a comment below, and if you're watching this on replay, do make sure you leave a replay. Now, I want to talk to you about something today, which is really how to make the most out of 2021 and what do I think the new year has in store for us. So, I delivered this talk over the weekend and a few snippets I wanted to share with you today. And I shared a quote that is quite close to my heart. And the quote is by Henry Ford that says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right. And I believe that in 2021, it really comes down to beliefs, our belief system of what do we think and believe is possible in 2021. So I want to ask you today, what do you believe 2021 has in store for you as a business owner? What does your business have in store for the new year? So it really comes down our successes and our journey and what we end up pursuing in our businesses. It really comes down to your belief system. Hi, Val. Good to see you here. So whether you think you can or you can't, it is probably true. So let's just rewind back to the beginning of, or the end of 2019 of last year. And I'm sure if you're a bit like me, you're ambitious, goal-getter, we're thinking 2020 is going to be massive, massive year ahead. And you probably set out some amazing goals. You wanted to grow your business, up-level your business, and you thought that 2020 is going to be the year you're going to make a breakthrough. Now, I was exactly the same. This time last year, I was sitting down, making plans for the year ahead, setting some goals, and really looking introspectively into what do I want to achieve? What do I want my business to look like? So I set out with some amazing goals. I wanted to expand my business globally. I wanted to take our events internationally. I wanted to host some retreats. And really 2020 was all about expansion, global growth, expansion, and making really big impact for me. So as you can see behind me, I love creating vision boards. So this is what I did at the end of 2019, setting my goals for 2020. Had a big goals in my mind. But obviously instead what happened was the pandemic hit, and I'm sure just like my business, your business has suffered throughout, and you may have had to pivot, you may have had to change, you had to change your goals and move your goalposts throughout the year. So for us, 2020 has been of a shocker year because we had to cancel. Hi, Susanna, good to see you here. So in 2020, we had to cancel 6 events, live international events that we have planned and, booked venues. We had to cancel 2 business retreats. Some of them have already been prepaid in advance. People have already booked their tickets. Well, of course, we lost profits. Of course, we lost a lot of business. I had to let go some of my team members. I had to reshuffle everything that I knew and look introspectively and think about how is my business going to survive through this COVID. So it was really challenging times, and I'm sure for most of you ladies, you had to look within your business and think what is possible. So I don't know if you felt this year like you felt like giving up, because I have felt like giving up. I have felt overwhelmed. I didn't have motivation. I wasn't able to find that motivation at times. I was questioning everything and at times feeling really overwhelmed. And I knew I had to make some important decisions. At times I felt really lost and burnt out. At times I wanted to give up, right? I wanted to throw in a towel and say, that's it, I can't do this no more. But instead, I have taken action. Not always, but there were a few times where when I found myself not having that inspiration or not feeling like doing anything, I decided to take action. And this is what's changed for me in my business. And I started today's live with, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're probably right. Because in the end of the day, the success of your business and what I can predict that is going to happen in 2021, it really comes down to you and your beliefs. What do you believe that 2021 has in store for you? Do you believe that your business will succeed and grow? Or have you lost your faith in your business and for things working out? So it really comes down to that belief system of what do you think is going to happen and where are you planning to take your business? That's why this month we're talking about goal setting and reviewing our year of 2020, although it wasn't perfect. And I know the following year, 2021, isn't going to be perfect. All of a sudden, we're not going to come out of a pandemic, and this COVID isn't going to go away overnight, right? Our business isn't going to just start to flourish in January because we hit a new year and we set these amazing goals. That is not what's going to happen. Just like we had struggles in 2020, we're going to have struggles in 2021, right? And New Year comes, we will still have the mindset struggles, the confidence struggles. Yes, we're going to have challenges along the way, but the difference is your belief. Do you believe that you can change something in the new year? Do you believe that your business can succeed in the new year? And what are you going to do? What are you committing yourself in the new year to make a change? Because only your commitment is going to change something. So my prediction is whatever you commit yourself to, that is a direction that your business is going to go. And if you are going to do one thing this month is look at your goals and commit yourself to not necessarily doing a whole lot of things. I'm not saying that you should set 10 massive goals. Set just few goals that you really want to achieve. And this is my prediction that if you set your goals, if you align your mindset towards those goals, and you start to take action towards them, those things will come to surface. And I have seen women from our community, from our members club, from my network, women who have committed to their goals, who have taken action and persevered, even though during this pandemic we could have easily given up. And don't get me wrong, I felt the same way too. If we have given up, nothing would have happened. But even in the moments of chaos and uncertainty and overwhelm and sometimes just feeling really low in our energy, if you decide to, despite all of these feelings, take action, you will find clarity. You will find the confidence. And what I felt when I felt like this, what I decided to do back in July was to host Expert Visibility Challenge. And this just came out of blue, out of nowhere. I didn't plan for this, but I thought, what does my community really need right now? During the pandemic, we had to change all of our plans, all of our monthly themes. But what is the one thing that my community really, really needs right now? And back in June or July, I have hosted an Expert Visibility Challenge when I felt most uninspired. And really, I just wanted to give up. But I have taken action to support my community. And through taking action and through showing up for my community when I didn't feel like, I got more out of this challenge than I think the people who have taken part in this challenge, because now I was serving people from a place of giving and service, and I was doing something productive, and I could see that my actions were actually creating ripple effect, that people were gaining something out of it. So it has given me so much confidence and boost that what I have is valuable, that what I have is needed in this world right now. So when you start to show up in your business and you start to serve your audience and you get that feedback from your audience, you feel inspired again. So what do you need to do right now if you're sort of feeling a little bit maybe uninspired and unsure how next year is going to go? I want to encourage you, ladies, to think about your audience. Think about the people that you serve and people that really need what you have right now. So when you think about them, how can you show up for them from a place of service? How can you show up for them And what inspired action can you start to take? You don't even need to wait for 2021, right? We don't need to wait for 1st of January to start to commit to our goals and our dreams. You can start doing it now, right? Start doing it now. Commit to whatever the outcome that you want, whatever the goal that you want to achieve, start to commit to it now. So how are you going to be serving your audience? And do you believe that what you have for your audience is of value? You want to deliver value. So this is what I did. I just showed up to my community from a place of service, even when our events had to be cancelled. More than 6 live events had to be cancelled. One of the biggest pivots we made this year was going from live events, which has been really, really special and close to my heart. We pivoted that into an online virtual summit. So going from an event that would have been just over 200 live audience, we have pivoted that into probably more than 3,500 people joining virtually. Now, not only was I able to, through our live event, I would have been able to put on maybe 6 or 7 speakers on our stage. Through the virtual event, I was able to put on 34 speakers and empower them and give them the platform to share their voice. So the impact can be much bigger than you anticipate. And this is what I predict for 2021. If you start to think outside the box, if you start to look at the tools that are available for you right now, look at what you have available to you. Do you have Zoom? Do you have streaming platforms? Do you have community? Do you have resources? Do you have opportunities, contacts, speakers? Who can you collaborate with? Where can you find opportunities that you can make even bigger impact? I know we can't necessarily do all of the things that we used to do in person, but how can you still make big impact with the things that you have available to you? So at the time, I just used whatever I had available to me, which was all these online platforms and people being stuck at home and so many more women wanting to share their voice. And I leveraged that to make even bigger impact. So like I said, 2021 is not promised land. There isn't going to be, all the world's problems are solved. No, it is how you look at your business, it's how you look at the situation, and how can you make the best of what you have available to you right now. So yeah, just all about taking bold action and fast action, because very often we as entrepreneurs, we overthink things, we will procrastinate, we find excuses. But the trick really in 2021 is not about being perfect, not about working on your website for 6 months to launch it. It's about taking action, and taking action fast, and being bold about it. Because you could spend those 6 months or a year or a month working on your website, on your, all your email campaigns and launch plans. But sometimes you just have to put yourself out there. Sometimes you just have to test that idea that you have and see whether it's going to work. And I'm a huge believer of testing our ideas before we launch, because then you can see whether whatever it is that you're working on is going to make a difference, whether it's going to work. So the biggest outcome for me from 2020 that I feel like it has really helped my business and transformed things. So this year, although it hasn't been perfect, and yes, I had to pivot my business in many different ways, this year I have really been able to establish my authority in my field through the action that I was taking, through stepping up to be a leader for other female entrepreneurs. I have managed to establish my authority as the expert in helping women to become visible, in sharing my expertise on stage. And when people have seen what I have been able to achieve and accomplish this year, through the most difficult year that we have ever had, people started to invite me to speak at their events and become visible with them. I have impacted more than 10,000 lives this year, for sure, through our events, through courses and materials and training and the members club that I have and work that I do one-on-one, I have impacted more than 10,000 people in this year alone. So that means you don't necessarily have to wait for perfect conditions. You don't have to wait for something to happen. You can start taking action now and you can still make impact. And I did all of that literally almost without leaving my house, right? So that means you can still make impact. Even if you can't still leave your house in 2021, you can even make a bigger impact. Now, this year, I'm really proud that we have been able to raise money for charity, and I hope to do even more of that next year and start to impact lives directly of women who perhaps are in poverty or don't have the same access to the same resources and opportunities. So this year, we decided to raise money for a global fund for women that is championing women equality. And I think we raised over $600 or $700 for this organization through our events and through the work that we do. Now, 2020 hasn't been perfect, but again, with taking inspired action and persevering through, I have been able to give opportunities to people who perhaps don't have access to training right now, or access to internship programs, or access to find a job right now. And there were so many people left in that position who perhaps just graduated or wanting to find their foot in the job market but don't have the experience. And then so many organizations have also cut out those opportunities. So this year we have been able to take on 9 interns and then graduate those 9 interns into a position within the women in business community, all through, just creating initiatives from the things that we have available to us. So I want to ask you ladies, in 2021, what impact can you make through the resources, the time that you have available, through your own efforts? It doesn't even need to cost money, right? What can you do to make impact? Because I truly feel that if you start to make impact with the words that you say, with actions that you take, and everything that you do, if you're able to transform lives and make impact, it's going to come back to you tenfold. And I have definitely seen that come back to my business over and over again, just because I decided, even though it wasn't easy to step out and lead, it wasn't easy to show up even when my own confidence was perhaps tumbling down, I decided to still take inspired action. And this is what created all of this impact around me and the ripple effect. So what are you going to be doing in 2021? These are a few of my predictions of how I think 2021 is going to go. Of course, this is just a little snippet of some ideas that I have that I wanted to share with you today. Now, within the Women in Business community this month, we have some of the videos that we just released for you ladies if you're thinking about setting your goals, manifesting better vision for 2021. So this month we're really focusing on setting our goals for a successful year ahead. And the 4 workshops that we have just released is Planning Your Best Year and Goal Setting Masterclass and Workbook. We have a workshop on self-love and key to achieving your goals. And I truly believe that, especially as we're wrapping up this year, it's so important to step back and give yourself some love, give yourself some of that self-care that you deserve, because you have worked really, really hard this year. And we all been through a lot this year. So why is self-care so important for you to achieve your goals in 2021? We also have a masterclass by Angela on vision board creation. So if you're a bit like me, who loves a bit of vision board, and I have 2, I have one behind me and one in front of me, then vision board creation masterclasses, they're available inside the members community. And last but not least is Aligning to Your Higher Calling and Manifesting Your Dreams by Laura Jane. And there is a free meditation as well this month available for you ladies. So if you're a member of the Members of Women in Business Members community, all of these masterclasses and trainings are available for you to watch in your own time. Next week, Tuesday, we have members call. So if you haven't received an email, if you're a member, you haven't received an email, then go and check out your inbox or request access to our members call. So next week, we're having a live goal setting, I don't know what to call it, group call, a little party celebration where we're talking about our goals, thinking about how we can reach a little bit higher in 2021. So that's next Tuesday. And yes, and this Friday, actually, the members club, the price is going to increase because we have just introduced exposure and visibility perks for our members. So for those of you who are members, you're now able to promote yourself in our Facebook group, which has just over 2,200 members now. You get monthly promotions to our Instagram account that has 136,000 followers, and generally you'll get shout outs and promotion through our platform as being a member of the Women in Business community. So as we have introduced these new perks, and there's at least 70 hours of content within the Women in Business community, as the value has truly increased for our members club and all the resources that we have poured in, the price of the membership is going up. So as of this Friday at midnight, the price is going up to $47 instead of $37.99 that we are right now. So if you haven't signed up to be a member, I definitely encourage you to do that before this Friday, and you get to access all of the business resources, training, masterclasses, swipe files, bonuses, and also the visibility and exposure opportunities that are available for our members. So go ahead and visit womeninbusiness.club if you want to find out more about becoming a member of the Women in Business community. And we have been doing this for 2 years, and this has been one of my most fulfilling projects of my life, because I have been able to watch women grow. Not only have been able to grow this business from the seed up and get to where we are today, and I am walking testament of all the things that we have been learning inside the Women in Business community and been able to apply to my business. Some of our team members have graduated. So some of our team members who have joined us as Women in Business at the very beginning have now graduated to build their own successful businesses. Some of our members who have been with us, whether for a few months or 2 years, have been able to transform their businesses. And for me, impacting the lives of others has been the most rewarding. And whether we have been able to impact lives on a small level or in a big way, any transformation that as a result of our work is meaningful, because if I've been able to transform at least one life or one woman to become successful and then go on to do some incredible things, to become independent, to become visible and have her business success, then I have done my part. But I know we have transformed thousands of women's lives, and for me this is has been the most incredible and most, it's been real privilege to serve you ladies in this community, support you, help you, give you opportunities for exposure, marketing, talk about business, and to be able to come together as a community. This has been really rewarding, because when I started my own business 10 years ago, there was no such thing as female entrepreneurs communities. So having been able to create one myself and create a platform for you ladies to be part of has been truly rewarding, because this is what I wish I had when I started my own business. But now I'm able to serve you ladies in such a beautiful way. And without you, I always say, without you ladies being here in this community and being part of this community and supporting each other and supporting our business, there wouldn't be Women in Business. So, when people ask me, and this weekend some women ask me, what is your vision for Women in Business? And I say, well, as long as the women want to be part of it, we will exist. As long as the women want to support each other and take advantage of the platform and what we have created and the resources, that is how long we're going to survive. Not just saying survive, but it's just how far we are going to go as a community. And that's what it's really about. So if you want to go fast, you can go alone. But if you want to go far, you got to go together. And I believe it's not about quick wins. It's not about just making a little bit of money or shitloads of money really quickly. It's about doing it together, building a sustainable business, and taking it really far as we can take it together. As far as we can take your business. And when we can look back in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, knowing that we were here for each other along this way, that's what really is beautiful and important. So I hope in 5 years' time we're still here and we're making impact in a much, much bigger way. So ladies, I hope you have enjoyed this session today. I will leave you with the last quote for today. And the quote is, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And this is one of my favorite quotes by one of my favorite authors, Napoleon Hill, who has written Think and Grow Rich book, which has changed my life. When I was really young, maybe 21, reading this book and starting my own business and really thinking and seeding my mind with all these amazing things. It is really what does your mind want to conceive right now? What is the vision that you want to conceive for yourself or your business moving forward? And I believe if you can believe in your vision, if your mind can create that vision and you can believe in that vision, you will make it happen. So ladies, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. I wish you a really successful 2021, and no doubt I'll be doing more videos for this month. Go and set some goals and share them in this community, because I'm really excited about cheering you on all along the way. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day. Bye.